things will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now Leonard Fournette. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
I see 47, 47. Come on, work. We won.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
We go. 60 Pittsburgh. General West. Hey, exit. I'm coming after you. Check your hot read. Shoot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Go, Bravo. Hey, here we go. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Speed grip.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
48 for Mike. Here we go. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we got Mike the 48 right now. Let's go, defense.
2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He's crashing. Go. Check 3. Mike 48. Check. Hey, Charlie. 48 Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. 48 for Mike. Wow, Bill.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Know your job. 48. 48, Mike. 48, Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On second down and 4, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
25. Hey, orbit.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Here we go.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Get it.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 52.
Blue draw Corkers. Hey, high 7. Now. Me. Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, Echo.
48 Mike.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Big grip.
And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check Mike 33. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike, check 33. 33. I'm scared. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, time.
Switch. Kill.
So that'll back him up 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, wahoo!
Check 48's the Mike.
Hey, exit.
Mike 48.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On the run, it's Fournette. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 31-yard line. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
On first, here's Washington. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Hey. 4 down. Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Zipper. Bravo.
Even. 4 down. Even.
5.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Yes. Hey, Delta. Go.
They'll drop the throw. Able to find Turner. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Ten Lobo.
Check 48's the mark. Watch the out.
Get it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check pass. Check pass. Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33.
Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, Charlie. Yep.
48 Mike.
5.
Ready?
2nd and 6. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again, it's Fournette. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And an alley to run. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He's got the first. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's giving them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll look to throw here. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Hey, high 7. Hey.
Check 48's the mic.
Hey.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton 39 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll run with Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun give to Fournette. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the gun on 3rd down. Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Fletcher. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson eluding the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, we're going to mark the 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Hey, Wahoo. Shoot.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking deep downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Tanner Rapp with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Come on, boy. Hey, exit.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Deep grip.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Watch the run, watch the run.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Push him back.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That's where you belong.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Looking to throw. That's complete to Turner. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Hey, Delta.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 48 Mike.
Blue draw quarters.
I smell fear.
Now.
On first down, it's Turner. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Bang, 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 bang.
Go.
Whip.
Topper. Hit it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Zipper.
Back up. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Fine.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down. Turner. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.